Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Lady Viking Softball here on the Viking Sports Network. Coach Charlie Tiller here to bring you the District 1 AAA Softball Championship game between our Lady Vikings and David Crockett. Of course, this is a rematch of a game from a couple of nights ago, won by the Lady Vikings 5-1. So we'll see if Tennessee High can wrap up the district championship tonight. These two teams, if Crockett were to win, will play again tomorrow. So obviously we're hoping that that is not the case. We're getting ready to get started here. We'll get you the starting lineups kind of as we go. It's a little different look for the Pioneers as we get going. It's pretty much the same group for the Lady Vikings. Leading things off for Crockett will be the Madeline Delaney, who's normally the pitcher. She's playing left field after throwing a no-hitter in the previous game. She no-hit Elizabethan moments ago to get Crockett to this point. They have both teams have qualified for next week's Region 1 AAA tournament, and that's, of course, the main thing, as Carly Compton's first pitch is up high, and we are underway. It's 1-0. So Delaney will be in left field. Julie Maupin, the center fielder, will bat second, and Briley Tulloch, the shortstop, will bat third. We'll get you the rest of the lineup here in just a second as Carly delivers, fake bunt, and pulls it back. It's 2-0. Lainey Britton will bat fourth in right field. Eva Marler, who's had a great tournament, will bat fifth and be the DP in this game. Bailey Duggar will bat sixth at third base. As Carly will get her sign. And the delivery. And that's strike one. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Chelsea Williams will bat seventh at first base for the Pioneers. Allie Oren, the catcher, will bat eighth. And Haley Corum will be the second baseman and bat ninth. Kara Wilson will pitch this game. She is the flex in the lineup for Crockett. Next pitch is a called strike, and it's 2-2. Here's Carly's 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. So a great start for Carly Compton. Carly appears to have even a little bit more energy tonight. She was a little under the weather coming back from an ear infection that she suffered last week, and was, Coach Boggs said, about 70% he felt like the other night, and let us all be that level of 70%. That first pitch is a called strike to the center fielder, Julie Maupin. So an 0-1 count. Compton delivers, and it misses just inside 1-1. Defense for the Lady Vikings tonight, the same as the other night. From left to right in the outfield, Lily Ware, Kaylee Hughes, and Katie Granger. Around the infield, Macy Strouth, Addie Wilhoit, Mazzie Wilson, and Maddie Hall. The catcher is Abby Haga, and the junior Carly Compton is in the circle, and her pitch is a called strike. It's 1-2. Of course, Carly now 18-1 on the season. I actually didn't get the updated stats from Coach Boggs. I forgot to ask him to send them to me, so we'll still say that ERA, it's probably a little under .89, and that is a called strike 3, and that will retire the side. Or except it won't. It's 2 outs. I've been watching a lot of softball the last couple of days. So we will have Briley Tulloch, the shortstop. I think it was the way that Carly jumped off out of the circle that kind of threw me off there. She was pretty fired up. So first pitch to Tulloch is going to be popped foul and out of play. One hops a little sport utility vehicle. Got it pretty good. About got Terry Bauer's car over there, but got the one beside him instead. Terry, our scorekeeper for our basketball team, he's here tonight. And that is a nasty rise ball, 0-2. So Carly way ahead in the count here on Briley Tulloch. And as we mentioned the other night, Tulloch, a really fine basketball player as well. all-conference performer for the Pioneers this year. And she hits this ball that was up in the zone, hits it high and deep to left field, and it is off the wall. She's kind of stuck her bat out there and let the speed from Carly do the work. So a two-out double for the Pioneers shortstop that nearly got out of here. And that'll bring Lainey Britton to the plate. Britton looking to make something happen right here with 2 outs and a runner in scoring position. And she's going to slap this ball foul and out of play. So Carly's ahead 0-1. Carly gets her sign and the delivery. Called strike 2. So Carly with a 0-2 count quickly on Lainey Britton. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be slapped up in the air to short left field. It's going to fall in front of Lily Ware, and around will come Tulloch to score, and Crockett strikes first. Just hit a little blooper, and Lily just couldn't quite get there. I mean, just a good job of hitting right there by Lainey Britton. Just kind of threw her bat out there and hit a little pop-up. Lily came charging hard but couldn't quite get to it. Now first pitch swinging is Eva Marler, grounded to short. Addie Wilhoit on the throw, and that will retire the side. But Pioneers with some 2-out magic get a couple of hits, back-to-back doubles, and they will lead as we head to the bottom of the first. So after a half an inning, it is Crockett 1 and the Lady Vikings coming to bat here on the Vikings Sports Network. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Lady Viking Softball here on the Viking Sports Network. Coach Charlie Tiller here with our producer Colin Moore, bringing you the District 1 AAA Championship game between the Lady Vikings and David Crockett. Crockett plated a run in the first. Tennessee High will look to get back here in the bottom of the inning with Kaylee Hughes leading things off. Kaylee, of course, had a great night the other night, a home run and a double. Just really a great night for Kaylee. You know, something she's been, and she hits this ball high and deep to right center field, and it is a tremendous catch by the center fielder Maupin up against the fence. That ball was smoked. And Maupin just made a really great catch on that ball to rob Kaylee of extra bases right there. Kaylee was basically pulling into second when she caught it. That ball was hit very, very well, but a really nice running catch up against the fence. So great start for the Pioneers, and that'll bring Addie Wilhoit to the plate. And our umpire, Deidre Brown, is not pleased with something, telling somebody on the first base side to get all the way back in the dugout. So Addie, who walked a couple of times the other night, hits the first pitch in the hole, and there's a base hit. So one out, bouncing single in the 6 hole right there, hit pretty sharply. And the Lady Vikings have their first base runner, and that'll bring Abby Haga to the plate. Abby, who was 0 for 2 the other night. Of course, interesting decision here for Coach Delaney, bringing in a different pitcher to pitch this game, Kara Wilson. I think there could be a number of reasons for that, and I don't particularly blame him. I mean, they won the game tonight they had to win to keep playing. Here's the 1-0 to Abby. That's going to be on the inside corner, strike one. 1-1. Yeah, we were talking about it a little bit up here in the press box. I mean, it could be a number of things. I mean, a different look, certainly. Plus, again, you know, give that young lady some rest with the region berth secured. I mean, this game obviously is for a district championship, but the most important thing is being one of those top 2 that gets to keep on playing in the regional next week. So here comes the 2-1 pitch to Haga. And Abby's going to bounce that ball up the middle, deflected by the pitcher. It was deflected off of Wilson's glove to Tulloch, who stepped on second, just ahead of Addie Wilhoit. And then the throw to first, Abby just barely beat it. So a 6 unassisted force play right there. And it looks like Coach Delaney's going to come out here and have a word with the umpire, not surprisingly. Of course, he did that several times the other night and already a couple times today. We also have a courtesy runner over at first now for Abby. It's Carrington Harris, or Carrot as she is more commonly known. And we're going to have a conversation between the 2 umpires. And they agree that Abby was safe. So with 2 outs, Carly Compton will step in. Carly had a couple hits the other night. A single and a home run. Hit one over, just kind of served one over the left field fence. First pitch misses away, 1-0. Here's the second pitch to Carly. And that pitch is going to miss away as well. So Carly ahead in the count 2-0, looking for hers right here. 2-0 pitch is grounded towards third. third baseman can't make the play, and Carly has beaten the throw to first. So that will go down as an error on the third baseman. So Crockett misses a chance to get out of this inning. And the Lady Vikings have runners at first and second now. We got another courtesy runner in the game, Delaney Linkus, the freshman. Of course, Carrot is also a freshman. I didn't mention that before. So Delaney at first. Carrot Harris at second for Maddie Hall, who had a big 2-run single the other night. And takes that pitch on the inside corner for a strike. So see if Maddie can come through here in the clutch. 5:18 with runners in scoring position coming in the other night. Here's the 0-1. That pitch is going to miss away, 1-1. So again, 2 outs, 2 on. Lady Vikings trail 1-0. We're in the bottom of the first inning. Of course, we're a little delayed getting started with the game before us. Ran a little bit long, the Elizabeth and Crockett game. Maddie ahead in the count 2-1 as that last pitch missed inside. So here comes a 2-1 pitch. Big spot right here. Maddie's going to line that ball towards second. Nice pickup by the second baseman. She'll go the short way to second. Nice play by Corum, and that will retire the side. So the Lady Vikings get a hit, have another runner reach on an error, but cannot push one across. And we are through 1 inning with the score. David Crockett 1 and the Lady Vikings 0 here on the Vikings Sports Network. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Viking Softball here on the Viking Sports Network. Coach Charlie Tiller with our producer Colin Moore bringing you the action. First pitch from Carly Compton to Bailey Duggar is a swinging strike, and we are underway in the second inning. Really good crowd here at the Lady Viking Softball Complex tonight. As that ball is swung on and missed, 0-2. Both sets of bleachers on either side, pretty much full. Plus some of the bleachers in the outfield with quite a number of folks, as well as the people sitting in chairs all along the fence out in the outfield. So great crowd here tonight as that pitch is going to be swung on and missed on a changeup. It hit the ground, so Duggar took off, but Abby Haga said, yeah, we're not having that. So a 2-3 put out on the strikeout right there. And that'll bring Chelsea Williams to the plate. The Crockett first baseman this game. She was the DP in the earlier game tonight. Hitting in the 7 hole for the Pioneers in this game. First pitch missed a little bit high, 1-0. So here comes the 1-0 pitch. And that pitch missed a bit off the plate, I guess. 2-0. Carly Compton toes the rubber. And the 2-0. Swung on and missed 2-1. Carly looks at Coach Boggs and gets her sign. And the 2-1. In on her hands, just fisted foul. But that one didn't feel great because that ball was coming inside and she just got it right off her hands. It would feel really bad if it was cold outside. So here's a 2-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. So 2 are down, and that'll bring the catcher Allie Oren to the plate. Oren still looking for her first hit of the district tournament. Hasn't played in every game, but first pitch to her is swung on and missed, 0-1. Carly just bringing straight gas right there. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. That pitch is going to miss away, 1-1. Of course, Carly, the junior, committed to the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. One of 2 Lady Vikings currently committed. Kaylee Hughes is currently committed to King University here in Bristol. Here comes the 1-1. Misses away, 2-1. Haley Corum would be next. Here comes Compton's 2-1 pitch. Swung on and missed upstairs a little bit. 2-2. So Carly's 2-2. Swung on and missed up in the zone, and she is down on strikes. And we will head to the bottom of the second. After an inning and a half, it is Crockett 1 and the Lady Vikings nothing here on the Viking Sports Network. Shoot, wait. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Tennessee High Softball here on the Viking Sports Network. Coach Charlie Tiller with our producer Colin Moore hanging out with you on a very pleasant Thursday evening as Macy Strouth will lead things off for the Lady Vikings here in the second. First pitch to her is lined for a base hit. So leadoff single for the Vikings junior third baseman. So a good way to start things for Tennessee High. That'll bring Lily Ware to the plate. Lily had a really good night the other night with a pair of hits. Came in the other night hitting .338, so she's probably up around .350 now. So good opportunity right here. The leadoff single, and the pitcher calls time after she had stepped on the rubber. She wants a different softball. Guess we got a base hit with that one. We can't use that one anymore. So Lily up there again. Macy Strouth at first. And the pitch. That's going to be a called strike on the outside corner. Lily looking to get something done right here. Lily, of course, hitting in the 7 hole, also a junior. This is a very junior-heavy team for the Lady Vikings. That pitch is going to miss down low. I mean, 5 of the 10 in the lineup, basically, counting the flexor juniors, along with 2 seniors, so a veteran team. That ball is lined towards right field, but that's right where they had her played, and Lainey Britton will squeeze it, and there's one away. And that'll bring one of the non-upperclassmen in the lineup to the plate, and that's Addison Glover. Glover, a freshman. Good-looking young hitter. Just hadn't quite broken free on the varsity just yet, although she hits that ball hard down the line. Britton giving chase, and she makes a really nice catch right up against the fence in foul territory. So a really nice running catch by Lainey Britton. And there's 2 away, and that'll bring Katie Granger to the plate. Sophomore right fielder for the Lady Vikings. Macy's still over there at first. That first pitch is going to miss a little off the plate. 1-0. Got a little bit of a groan from the Crockett faithful over there, but that ball was definitely off the plate. So here's the 1-0 to Katie. She's going to let that one go by as well, and it misses upstairs 2-0. Katie Granger, one of several multi-sport athletes on this softball team. Katie is a really good little basketball player. She's going to be a good player for us in basketball. And she hits this ball hard and foul, and it falls harmlessly in the parking lot. Katie shoots the ball pretty darn well from 3. And, of course, is a really good outfielder. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. That pitch is going to miss upstairs, 3-1. So real opportunity right here with Hughes on deck. Love to get another base runner, get another person in scoring position if we could. Here's a 3-1 pitch. Katie's going to foul that one off. And that one, direct hit on a silver sedan. Right in the middle of that hood. So it'll be 3-2. So I imagine Macy will be going on this pitch. So the payoff pitch to Granger is going to be inside, and Katie is going to hustle down to first. So that'll put 2 on for Kaylee Hughes. Hughes again Had a great first game here in the tournament with a home run and a double. Was robbed of extra bases last time up on a great catch by Julie Maupin. Really one of the best catches we've seen in this tournament. Up against the fence, I mean, just a tremendous catch. So first pitch to Kaylee, she takes it away 1-0. So again, 2 on and 2 out. Another opportunity here in the second. Kind of reminds me of the way things were early in the first game, where it felt like Crockett had big threats in each inning but just couldn't quite push one across until they finally did. And then they were off and running. That pitch is going to miss away. It's 2-0. Kaylee, the junior center fielder, looking for something right here. Wilhoit on deck. That pitch is going to miss up and away. Throw back to first is not in time as Granger goes diving back in. She did venture a little far right there, but it's 3-0, so real opportunity right here. Would love to load them up for Addie. But of course, Hughes is hitting really well in this tournament. So here's a 3-0 to Kaylee. That's going to miss away, and she's going to hustle down to first, and they're loaded up for the freshman shortstop, Addie Wilhoit. Addie, of course, had a single last time up. Came in the other night hitting .636, 11 home runs and 36 runs batted in. Just managed a couple of walks the other night. So a 2-out opportunity with the bases loaded. And Addie's going to hit a little bouncer towards short. Tulloch goes the short way, though, and she is going to get the force to retire the side. So an opportunity for the Lady Vikings, but they can't push one across. And we will head to the third inning with the score. David Crockett 1, the Lady Vikings 0 here on the Vikings Sports Network. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to TSSAA Softball here on the Viking Sports Network. Coach Charlie Tiller with our producer Colin Moore, bringing you the District 1 AAA Championship game. And that ball at first pitch is hit high in the air and foul down the left field line by Haley Corum, who is the number 9 hitter and second baseman for the Pioneers. And I'm not sure what we've got right here. Deidre Brown, the home plate umpire, who I know very well, both from when I coach softball and also she's the head of officials for volleyball. So I deal with Deidre quite a bit. She's a very, very serious lady, but a very nice lady. Here's the 0-1. Swung on and missed, nothing in 2. Deidre's the home plate umpire tonight. So here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. And there's quickly one away. That's already 6 strikeouts for Carly Compton with 1 out here in the third. So basically 6 of their 7 outs have been strikeouts. And that'll get back to the top of the lineup, and Madeline Delaney, who was the first of those victims, going down swinging first time up. Here's the first pitch to Delaney. It's going to miss just off the plate. Delaney, a left-handed slapper, took that pitch just a little bit outside. And it's 1-0. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Swung on and missed, 1-1. Julie Maupin on deck for the Pioneers. Here's the 1-1. That pitch is going to miss away and skip to the backstop, but of course with nobody on base, that's no big deal. And it's 2-1. So Abby Haga set up out on the outer part of the plate. Here's the 2-1. That pitch is going to be fouled off, 2-2. Of course, again, this is the district championship game, but if Crockett, having already had 1 loss in the tournament, if they were to win, with Tennessee High being undefeated, if they win tonight, we'll be back here tomorrow for what'll end up being the championship game. As that pitch is fouled away, as we call it, the if necessary game. If the Lady Vikings win, it's over, and we'll name the all-tournament team and go home. So here comes Carly's 2-2 pitch. And Delaney slaps that one towards third. Macy Strouth up with it quickly, and she will throw on to first in time. Nice job by Macy right there. Macy's had a really good year defensively. I was reading again, we talked about the other night, Tim Hayes did a really nice article about Macy in the paper the other day and talked about how she's only made 2 errors over there at third all year, and that's pretty darn solid for a high school infielder of any sort. That first pitch is swung on and missed as Julie Maupin steps in. She went down looking last time up. Again, 2 outs, nobody on. We're in the 3rd inning. Tennessee High trails 1-0. Here's the 0-1. Swung on and missed, nothing in 2. So Carly way ahead in the count right here. And she strikes her out with a rise ball. So down goes Julie Maupin, and down go the Pioneers in the 3rd. So we will head to the bottom of the 3rd with the score. Tennessee High trails David Crockett 1-0 here on the Viking Sports Network. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Tennessee High Softball here on the Viking Sports Network. District 1 AAA Championship. Coach Charlie Tiller and our producer Colin Moore. Joined up here in the box by the great Roger Clark, keeping the score and helping out in many ways, as he always does. Abby Hagel lead things off. Abby reached on actually she hit into a fielder's choice last time up. Hit that ground ball off the pitcher that then ended up as a force play because Tulloch made a really nice play on it, stepped on the base. Abby takes the first pitch down low on a changeup that basically rolled up there. That'd have been a strike in a different sport possibly, but not this one. Abby hits the second pitch on the ground to second. Corum is up with it. Her throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, but she comes back and gets it. Had plenty of time to do it. That ball was hit fairly hard, and so it basically, Abby wasn't able to get there in time before the first baseman Williams was able to get back on the bag. That'll bring Carly to the plate. Carly Compton reached on an error in her first trip. First pitch to Carly is going to be hit foul over off of the roof of the Tennessee High dugout. It'll pop down into the bullpen. So it's 0-1. Just need some good patience right here at the plate for the Vikings. Make this young lady come over the middle of the plate. Here's the 0-1 pitch. She throws a off-speed pitch that she called that a strike. Okay. I thought she had called it a ball, and it drew quite a Bronx cheer from the Crockett fans, and then but she did end up calling it a strike, and now the next pitch is outside. It's 1-2. It's just an off-speed pitch that just kind of dropped right in. And Carly hits the 1-2 pitch over into the bullpen, and so it'll stay 1-2. A little bit of an adjustment here for the Lady Viking hitters after facing Delaney 2 nights ago, who throws a good bit harder, and of course throws from the left side. So we have a right-hander Wilson right here who doesn't throw quite as hard, and also that's going to be chopped to short. Tulloch up with it, and she will throw on to first in time. And there's 2 away. That'll bring Maddie Hall to the plate. Maddie hit into a force play, 4-6 her first time to end the first inning. Again, as we discussed, Maddie had a really big hit the other night that drove in 2 that kind of more or less put the game away. You know, it was kind of essentially drove in the last 2 runs that provided that final margin and gave us a little bit of breathing room, as the first pitch is swung on and missed for a strike. So 2 outs, nobody on. Maddie Hall facing this 0-1 pitch. It's going to be right over the outside corner, 0-2. And Wilson pitching well, trying to have her first clean inning right here. Oh, 0-2 pitch, swung on and missed, and she is down on strikes, and that will retire the side. So we will head to the 4th inning with the score. Crockett 1 and the Lady Vikings 0 here on the Viking Sports Network. Welcome back to the top of the fourth inning. Here, the Lady Vikings trail Crockett 1-0. Carly Compton's first pitch to Briley Tulloch is a called strike. Tulloch, who got things started in the first and really got it going for the Pioneers with a 2-out double that she hit down the line. Next pitch misses away, 1-1. And then she scored on the ensuing double on the little blooper by Lainey Britton. And that's all the scoring we have currently. So here comes a 1-1 pitch. And we have time called. Now Tulloch will step back in, and here's the pitch. That pitch is going to be fouled off. And really, I mean, both of the hits in the first inning, I mean, they just used Carly's force and speed to get it going. Tulloch kind of just threw her bat out there and, was able to hit it well. And then the ball that Britton hit, she just kind of stuck her bat out and hit a little blooper. 1-2 pitch is fouled away. And it'll stay 1-2. Be Tulloch Britton and Eva Marler due up in this inning for the Pioneers. Here comes the 1-2. It's going to miss off the plate, 2-2. So we will get a 2-2 pitch. Abby sets up inside, and that pitch is right where she set up, and Tulloch was frozen. Great job right there. Good pitch sequence called by Coach Boggs. Good job right there. It was away, 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 and then she came back inside, and Tulloch just couldn't pull the trigger. So Lainey Britton will come in. Again, a bloop double in her first trip that drove in the only run of the game thus far. First pitch to Britton is on that outside corner. Britton, a left-handed hitter. A lot of lefties in this lineup, actually. Delaney, Britton, Marler. Here's the 0-1. She goes hunting for a pitch up in the zone and fouls it straight back. So Carly ahead in the count, 0-2. So Carly's going to look at an 0-2 right here, and the little changeup is lined right back to her. Carly says thank you very much. Just a little soft liner right back to the pitcher. And Eva Marler will step in. Marler grounded to short first time. Really a pretty slick play by Addie Wilhoit on that ground ball. So first pitch to Marler. She's going to foul that pitch over. Was headed for the other field, but hit the net and came back. Ended up right in front of Addie Wilhoit, actually. So it's 0-1. The 0-1 swung on and missed at a rise ball, 0-2. So here comes Compton's 0-2 to Eva Marler. That's going to be popped foul straight back and up on the roof of this joint. So it'll stay 0-2. So Carly gets her sign, and here's the 0-2 pitch. Missed just off the plate. Carly was about 3 steps to the dugout right there, but it was definitely away. Maybe even possibly a little bit high. I thought it was a really good 2-strike pitch to try to get her to chase. So we'll try another one here on 1-2. And we'll get a little bouncer back to Carly, and she will flip it to Maddie Hall, and that will retire the side. So nothing doing in the 4th for the Pioneers. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th. Score remains Crockett 1 and the Lady Vikings nothing here on the Viking Sports Network. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Lady Viking Softball Complex at Rotary Field. Coach Charlie Tiller with our producer Colin Moore bringing you District 1 AAA, the championship game of the tournament. Between the Lady Vikings and the Lady Pioneers, Lady Vikings trail 1-0. Macy Strouth leading off the 4th inning for Tennessee High. Had a base hit in her first trip and takes that first pitch away for a ball, 1-0. It'd be outstanding to see Macy put a charge into one. It'll be Strouth, Ware, and Glover due up here in the 4th for Tennessee High. And that pitch is going to miss away, 2-0. Lady Vikings have threatened in the first 2 innings, went down in order in the 3rd, but haven't been able to get that big hit to push one across. Here comes the 2-0. Macy's going to line that ball into right field for a base hit. So 2-hit day for Macy Strouth. And she's got a leadoff base hit once again, and that'll bring Lily Ware to the plate. Lily flew out to right field in her last trip. Had a couple hits in the first matchup between these two teams 2 nights ago. Of course, the way this tournament bracket was set up, this is just the 2nd game the Lady Vikings have played. Crockett, this is game number 5, I believe, for them. Maybe 4, but they've played quite a bit. Yeah, this is their 5th game. They opened the tournament with Sullivan East, then beat Elizabethton, then lost to the Lady Vikings, then beat Elizabethton again. Here's the 1-0 to Lily. That ball is going to be lined towards right field, sinking towards the line. Nice running catch by Britton, who again, she's kind of playing a little short right field near the line. And that's right where the ball has been hit. We got to get one a little more over towards right center. But a nice running catch by Lainey Britton. I mean, that's a base hit a lot of the time, but not based on where she's playing. Big gap between the right fielder and the center fielder. If we could drive one into right center field, got a chance to end up on third. Addison Glover will step in. Addison hit one down that right field line basically in foul ground right by the fence, and Britton made a nice catch on it. And she's in the same spot. That's pretty much where she plays. I haven't really noticed with a lot of the other hitters, but that's where she's been most of the time when I've looked out there. So Glover down in the count 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's going to miss away, 1-1. Katie Granger on deck. Here comes the 1-1 to Addie Glover. That ball is driven high and deep to left field, and she can touch them all. Addison Glover, the freshman designated player, with her first career varsity home run, and boy, it's in a big spot, and it gives the Lady Vikings a 2-1 lead, and they are mobbing her at home plate. About knocked her down when after she touched the plate. What a blast over that left center field fence. And it's 2-1 Lady Vikings. Goodness gracious, she got a hold of that one. My only concern was that it was going to be quite high enough, because it was definitely hit hard enough, and it just got right over that left center field fence, because of course the fences here at the Lady Vikings softball complex, I believe they're 10 feet, which is pretty high, but it's because the field is just a little bit short. So Katie Granger, first pitch to her, misses away. Katie drew a walk in her first trip. So that definitely brought some energy into this ballpark. So here's a 1-0 pitch. Katie's going to hit this ball hard down the right field line, but into the bullpen. And it's 1-1. And Coach Chafin supplies Deidre Brown with a couple more softballs. So here comes the 1-1 pitch. The pitch is going to miss away, 2-1. Kaylee Hughes on deck. She will be next with only one out. Comes the 2-1. Ball is going to be hit hard and foul and out of play. Over on the first base side. And it's 2-2. Katie getting some better swings on the ball tonight. Just waiting on her to break out. So here comes the 2-2. That ball's going to be grounded towards third and through the wickets. So that will go down as an error on the third baseman Bailey Duggar, but the Lady Vikings have another runner aboard. And back to the top of the order, Kaylee Hughes. Kaylee robbed of a double her first time up and walked her last trip. We'll see if Coach Boggs tries some chicanery. Kaylee's a good bunter, of course, really fast. Swinging from the left side, does do some slapping, mostly hits, but does some slapping. She's going to bunt, and she misses it. And it's 0-1. The third baseman Duggar is pulled in. First baseman just about a step in front of the bag. So we'll see if he keeps the bunt on right here, if Kaylee swings away. Of course, she's been swinging it well. She is swinging, and she takes a pitch away, 1-1. Lady Vikings looking to capitalize on some momentum right here after the Addison Glover 2-run homer, followed up by a Granger walk. The bottom of the order getting things done today. Here's the 1-1. That pitch is going to miss away, 2-1. Katie's got pretty good speed over there at first, so ball in the gap could really do some damage. Big hole is really down the left field line, and a little bit, pretty good hole in left center field as the center fielder has her shaded over towards the right side, just slightly. That pitch is going to miss away though, and it's 3-1. Golden opportunity right here. Kaylee Hughes just looking so much more confident up there at the plate right now. It's been kind of a not what she would like as far as her hitting this year. Been on base a lot, but struggled, and she is going to skip on down to first after a pitch outside again. And the Lady Vikings with 2 on and 1 out, and Addie Wilhoit will step in. Addie 1 for 2, singled, and grounded into a fielder's choice last time up that ended the inning, ended the second inning with the bases loaded. So here's Addie. The first pitch to Addie is going to be swinging, hit through the hole for a base hit. Katie Granger is going to get the stop sign at third base. I think she was ready to round that thing, but Coach Boggs threw up the stop sign, and Katie, fortunately for her, did not run through it. It would have been a close play at the plate, but that ball was struck pretty hard. And now Coach Delaney out to have a word with his pitcher. So we'll see if he decides to stick with her right here. They're having a little bit of conversation. It's just he and Kara Wilson and the catcher, Allie Oren. Infielders still at their bases. The bases are loaded for Abby Haga. Abby 0 for 2 today, hit into a fielder's choice and grounded out. But Abby is a really good hitter, and I wouldn't want to have to face her with the bases loaded. So bases loaded with 1 out. Abby Haga takes that pitch off the plate, 1-0, and it was also a little bit low. Of course, Abby came into the tournament hitting .537, .563 with runners in scoring position. Man, it's hard to top a .537 batting average, but even better with runners in scoring position. So Abby's going to hit that ball hard and foul and over into the parking lot. So it's 1-1. Abby driven in 26 runs on the season, tied for second on the team. Like to get to 30 right here. I would settle for 27 or 28. Here's the 1-1. That pitch is going to be low, 2-1. Abby, a 2-time All-Conference player coming into this year. I'd imagine going to probably be a 3-time All-Conference player with those kind of numbers. And a 2-1 to Abby. That pitch is going to miss off the plate. 3-1. So a big-time hitter's count right here and nowhere to put her. And it doesn't get easier with Carly Compton on deck. Infield drawn in. They're going to look to try and get this run cut off at the plate. Of course, again, Katie Granger at third runs pretty well. Kaylee Hughes and Addie Wilhoit both run really well as well. So a lot of speed on it. Abby hits a high drive, deep right center field, and it is off the wall. 2 runs are in, Addie is held up at third. Abby did stop at first, but a 2-run single off the wall. And that ball was crushed. So a 2-run single. So it's now 4-1 Lady Vikings. We got Carrot Harris back over there at first as a courtesy runner. And Carly Compton will look to kind of blow this thing open right here. 1 out. Runners at the corners. And Wilson wants a new softball. So she calls time, asks for a new softball. And Coach Chafin gets one from the dugout thrown in, and here we go. So a chance to really put something up right here. Get a really crooked number going on. Tennessee High leads 4-1. We're in the bottom of the fourth. Carly Compton will swing and drive this ball right at the second baseman. She kind of bobbles it, and Carly is safe at first. That'll score a run. Haley Corum, the second baseman, kind of booted the ball right up in the air to herself. And Carly just hustling down the line beat the throw. So that will be an error on the second baseman. But she will get an RBI because that run would have scored anyway. So runners first and second as Delaney Linkus is taken over as a courtesy runner at first base. And Maddie Hall will step in. So the 2 freshman courtesy runners, Carrington Harris at second, Delaney Linkus at first, Maddie Hall down in the count 0-1. Here's the 0-1. That pitch is going to miss away, 1-1. Maddie, the 9th batter of this inning. So the Lady Vikings have batted around, and there's still just 1 out. Here comes the 1-1. It's going to miss away and up high, 2-1. Again, a real chance to blow this thing open right here for the senior. Senior first baseman, 2-year starter for the Lady Vikings. And the 2-1 to Maddie. Driven high in the air, popped high in the air, I should say. Infield fly rule in effect as Briley Tulloch will squeeze it. And we got 2 outs. And so Macy Strouth will get another opportunity. Macy led off this inning with a single, scored a run. Led off the second inning with a single and was stranded at third base. So an opportunity right here for Macy. Runners at first and second with 2 outs. And Macy hits a high pop-up on the infield. The second baseman, Corum, can't make the catch. Everybody's safe. Carrot Harris scores. So things just kind of coming apart here in the fourth for the Pioneers. That ball was high up in the air, basically right over second base. So Delaney Linkus was in the neighborhood, and I don't think that had any kind of bearing, but she was kind of drifting, was Corum, and just couldn't make the catch. So Lily Ware will step in. Lily, 0 for 2 tonight, has flown out to right field twice. The last time on earlier this inning on a sinking line drive that Laney Britton made a really nice catch on. So here's the 1-0 to Lily. That's going to be right on the inside corner. Nice pitch, 1-1. 6-1 Tennessee High here in the fourth. Lady Vikings with a 6 spot. So Linkus at second, Strouth at first. Here's the 1-1. Misses inside and low, 2-1. So here comes the 2-1 pitch. Fouled straight back and out of play. And right off the hood of a black Ford SUV. So perfect shot by Lily right there. Got a big ooh from the crowd. So you knew that had to have gotten something pretty good. Park at your own risk near the softball field, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. The pitch is going to be off the end of her bat, foul. Good job staying alive right there by Lily. That pitch might have been a little outside, but, you know, it's too close to take. I mean, we saw in the first game, Elizabethan struck out looking a number of times, and I mean, it was just like that pitch is too close to take. You got to try and at least spoil it. Here comes the 2-2. Is going to be in on her and called strike 3. Lily doesn't really like it, but she was kind of up over the plate, and Deidre Brown rings her up. But a great inning for the Lady Vikings. 6 runs. They played them on 4 hits, 3 Crockett errors, and a couple left on. So we have a new score. We will head to the 5th by telling you our new score. It's Tennessee High 6 and the Pioneers 1 here on the Vikings Sports Network. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Viking Softball here on the Viking Sports Network. Coach Charlie Tiller with our producer Colin Moore. As we start the 5th inning, first pitch from Carly Compton was just a little bit outside to Bailey Duggar, the third baseman for the Pioneers. And it's 1-0. Carly now pitching with a lead as that pitch is fouled straight back. She's been really sharp tonight. Really just kind of had a little bit of bad luck in the first inning when Crockett scored. I mean, you know, the first hit by Tulloch was hit really well. The second one was just a little blooper, kind of off the end of the bat that, you know, fell in. It just, Lily's playing pretty deep in left field, because if somebody gets into one to left field, they're going to hit it, you know, because Carly brings so much speed herself. That pitch missed upstairs. It's 2-1. But she's been really sharp otherwise, just giving up those 2 hits. Struck out 8 so far. Hadn't walked anybody. That pitch is going to be fouled back. Really, honestly, her only blemishes were those 2 first inning hits. Ten in a row set down by Carly Compton since then. And she'll look to make it 11 right here on a 2-2 pitch. And that pitch is going to miss just a bit down. Probably a little bit outside as well. 3-2. So, payoff pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Brought it back inside right there, up near her hands, and Duggar could do nothing with it. So, one away, and Chelsea Williams will step in. Chelsea went down swinging in her first trip. First pitch, kind of tied Abby up right there, and it hits the backstop. And it's 1-0. And Deidre Brown is thanking Abby for just getting a piece of it and keeping it from hitting her. And I don't blame her, because that ball's coming. I don't care how much padding you got on. That is not going to feel great. So here's the 1-0. Fouled straight back, 1-1. Good cut right there by Williams. Of course, both of these teams will advance to next week's regional tournament. The region starts on Monday. The winner will play at home. The loser will travel. That pitch is lined right back to Carly. It's the third play she's made defensively in addition to the strikeouts. Second line drive had a ground ball earlier as well, and that'll bring Allie Orr to the plate. Allie went down swinging her first time. 2 outs, nobody on. And a swing and a miss, strike 1. So Compton with the 0-1 pitch after she gets her sign. And that pitch is going to miss a bit away, 1-1. So Carly will get it, and the 1-1. That pitch is going to miss inside, 2-1. A little discussion. We got a new softball. Carly walks to the back of the circle. Now on the rubber. And the 2-1. Popped foul back and off the screen, 2-2. So the 2-2 from Carly Compton misses away, and that'll load up the count at 3-2. So crowd claps, and the payoff pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. And that will retire the side. 13 in a row. Sat down by Carly Compton. That's her 10th strikeout on the evening. And we will head to the bottom of the 5th with the score. Tennessee High 6. The Crockett Pioneers 1 here on the Viking Sports Network. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Tennessee High Softball here on the Viking Sports Network. Coach Charlie Tiller with our producer Colin Moore. We're in the bottom of the fifth inning. Tennessee High leads 6-1 over the Pioneers. And Addison Glover, who got it all started for the Lady Vikings last time up, will step in there. The freshman hit her first career home run in a varsity game in her last trip. Pretty good time to do it, I would say. And that kind of woke up the bats in the fourth inning. And she is going to pass on swinging at that changeup, 1-1. It'll be Glover, Granger, and Hughes due up for the Lady Vikings here in the fifth. And she hits this ball hard and into the hole for a base hit. Have a day, young lady. That ball was smoked as well. And that'll bring Katie Granger to the plate. Katie has walked and reached on an error. Basically hit a ball right between the wickets of the third baseman Duggar last time up. Came around to score. On the Abby Haga 2-run single. And we're going to have a pinch runner over there at first base. It's going to be Callie Becker running for Glover. So Callie Becker into the game over there at first base. So Callie will bring a little bit more speed over there, and she'll be at first for Katie Granger. So we'll see what... Katie's had some good swings on the ball tonight. Hit that ball really well the last time up where the girl made the error. And that pitch is going to be in the dirt. Callie got a pretty good lead over there, but held up. And it's 1-0. Real opportunity right here if we can get some more runners on. Get a little bit more insurance would be fun. Second pitch misses upstairs, 2-0. So here comes the 2-0 to Granger. Katie's going to take that pitch inside. It's 3-0. So big time hitters count right here for the sophomore. So 3-0 to Granger. That pitch is going to miss inside, and for the second time tonight, Katie's going to hustle on down to first base. So now 2 on with nobody out for Kaylee Hughes. Hughes robbed of a double her first trip on a just spectacular catch by Julie Maupin, and then is walked twice. So the left-handed hitting Kaylee Hughes. Step in there and is going to take that pitch away. 1-0. And pretty much it seems like most of the times with Kaylee she's missed away. So the 1-0 to Kaylee Hughes. It's going to be fouled off the screen and actually comes back and Wilson catches it. Of course, obviously that doesn't count. It's just a foul ball, but nice job by her. So here's the 1-1 to Hughes. Change up Hughes, hits it a little inside out ball down the line, foul and out of play. So Kaylee Hughes trails in the count 1-2. That pitch is going to be lined foul down the left field line. So we'll do it again, 1-2. That pitch is going to be a changeup that's going to roll across the plate. And then the throw gets away, but nobody's going anywhere. So we'll get a 2-2 to Kaylee Hughes. That pitch is going to miss upstairs and run the count full at 3-2. So nobody out. Runners first and second. Kaylee Hughes looking to make a play right here. So here comes the payoff pitch to Hughes. Well, and now she's going to call time as the pitcher Wilson is taking a little while right there. Now we'll get a payoff. That pitch is going to miss away, and Kaylee, for the third time today, will sprint down to first after drawing a walk. So for the second time today, Addie Wilhoit going to step in with the bases loaded. The first time back in the second, she bounced into a force play to end the inning. Now with nobody out and a chance to really do some damage. That was the only time Addie's gotten out today. She's 2 for 3, a pair of singles. Singled basically in the hole both times. Infielders, well, the third baseman and first baseman are in. Now the shortstop comes in a little bit. That ball is lined down the right field line and foul. So Addie being aggressive right off the jump. And again, the freshman with a chance to do some big time damage right here. Bases loaded, nobody out, and the real heart of the Viking lineup coming up. Tough situation for Kara Wilson right here. I mean, Wilhoit, Haga, and Compton coming up with the bases loaded. I don't envy her a bit. Tulloch is pulled in a little bit. The second baseman still playing pretty like normal depth, basically. And there's a changeup that's going to miss inside 1-1. Of course, nowhere to put her. And a real opportunity right here for Addie Wilhoit. The 1-1. That ball's going to be lined into the hole for a base hit. A run is in, and that'll be it. So Callie Becker scores. Everybody else moves up a station. Addie just hit that ball in the hole once again. All three of her hits have basically been in that, hole between short and third. So the bases will remain loaded for Abby Haga. Abby hit a blast off the wall that ended up being a 2-run single last time up. Of course, a big blast right here would send everybody home, and and give the Lady Vikings the district championship. Wouldn't mind that one bit. First pitch misses away, 1-0. Abby 1 for 3. Tennessee High fans starting to make some noise down there. As we'll get a 1-0 to Abby Haga. She'll take that pitch down low, 2-0. Of course, again, a really tough part of the lineup to be facing with the bases loaded. Abby looks to put a charge into one right here. It's 2-0. And that pitch is going to miss away, 3-0. So here comes the 3-0 to Abby Haga. That's going to be a called strike, 3-1. Again, bases loaded with nobody out. A 3-1 count to Abby Haga. Tennessee High leads 7-1. A home run right here would end it. And that ball is driven high and deep to left field. Is it high enough? It is not. It is off the wall. 2 runs are in. Abby is on her way to second with a 2-run double. And the Tennessee High lead swells to 9-1. And Coach Delaney is out to have a word with his pitcher. Let's see what he decides to do right here. Took the Lady Vikings a little while to get it going, but since they have, 6 runs in the 4th, 3 here in the 5th. Apparently it's Carly Compton's birthday as the crowd just sang happy birthday to her. News to me. We're going to have a new pitcher for the Pioneers. So let's take a quick break while she gets loose, and we'll be right back to tell you a little bit about her here on the Viking Sports Network. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Lady Viking Softball here on the Viking Sports Network. The new pitcher is Natalie Dunbar, a right-hander, who will step. All she has to do is face Carly Compton with 2 runners in scoring position. So, should be fun for her. Her first pitch swung on and missed, nothing in 1. Carly was trying to hit one to the trucks out there in left field. Carly 0 for 3 today, has reached on an error twice and grounded out. Of course, hit a home run the other night. And she fouls that ball straight back, nothing in 2. Of course, still nobody out. Really, the potential game-ending run is on second base in the person of Carrington Harris. With runners here at second and third, the 10-run rule would be in effect. With another base hit, that ball's going to go to the screen, and here comes Addie Wilhoit. She will score quite leisurely. So now the potential game ender is 60 feet away. 10 runs, 9 hits, no errors for the Lady Vikings, a run on 2 hits, and 4 errors for Crockett. Of course, again, region tournament next week. Carly swings and misses, and she'll go down on strikes, to the great excitement of the Crockett team. And Maddie Hall will step in. Maddie 0 for 3 today, is hit into a fielder's choice, popped out, and struck out. So, 1 out. Game ender at third base. See if the senior can end this one right here. She takes a first pitch strike, nothing in 1. Of course, Crockett got here behind the outstanding pitching in our first game tonight of Madeline Delaney, who threw a no-hitter, walked a couple of batters. Second pitch right there was low. It's 1-1. Of course, Maddie Hall at the plate, Macy Strouth on deck. So here's the 1-1. Swung on and missed, 1-2. So Dunbar out there battling, trying to keep this game alive. Still got to face Maddie Hall and then Macy Strouth if she gets Maddie. So here's the 1-2 to Maddie. That pitch is going to miss upstairs, 2-2. Of course, these two teams could potentially play next Wednesday if both are victorious in their first round regional games. That pitch is going to miss away. And that'll load the count at 3-2. So here's the payoff pitch. That pitch is going to miss upstairs, and Maddie Hall will trot to first base. So runners will be at the corners for Macy Strouth. Macy, who's singled twice and reached on an error, with an opportunity to end this thing. That pitch is going to be fouled back and off the screen. 0-1. Here's the 0-1 to Macy. Misses upstairs, 1-1. Matty Hall moved up on that pitch. But that one doesn't really matter. Macy fouls that pitch away. And it's 1-2. So here comes a 1-2 pitch. Macy got a really slow changeup right there and got her hands way out there, but was able to get a small little piece of it to stay alive. Not the best looking swing of the day by Macy Strouth. She's had a lot of really good looking swings today. And she hits this ball high in the air to left field. Runner tagging, and it doesn't matter, it's going to fall in. Karen Harris is going to score, and that will do it. So that'll be an error, but it doesn't really matter. We will count an RBI because, again, she would have scored on the sac fly, and that will do it. So the Lady Vikings are your District 1 AAA champions by virtue of an 11-1 5-inning run rule win over David Crockett. So the Lady Vikings will play at home here on Monday night. So we'll get you a couple little stats before we get out of here. Lady Vikings finished with 11 runs on 9 hits. Left 9 on base, 1 run on 2 hits, 5 errors for the Pioneers. For Tennessee High, Carly Compton goes the 5-inning distance, retires the last 13 batters she faced, struck out 10. Great day at the plate for the Vikings, obviously. 3 hits for Addie Wilhoit, 2 each for Abby Haga, Macy Strouth, and Addison Glover with her first varsity home run that got things started. So, Lady Vikings will play here on Monday. We hope to be able to bring it to you Monday night here from the Lady Vikings Softball Complex. Hopefully we'll put out some information about that on social media. So, that'll do it. The Lady Vikings are district champions. So for our producer Colin Moore, this is Coach Charlie Tiller telling you to have a great night and go Vikes.